Insert songs in anime can be a pretty forgettable topic. We often hear people speaking about openings and endings, but hardly insert songs. Many of them are either nice but quaint accents to scenes, or quite literally just one of the characters performing on a stage. Most shows, at least from the few shows I've watched, don't seem to use them in any sort of profound or impactful manner. Most shows, except for ReZero. Throughout the entirety of the show's lifespan, over 8 years so far, the production team has shown a consistent knowledge of the power of insert songs, to make even the most climactic and captivating parts of the story even more impactful than they already were, to a point in which I can't even imagine these scenes without them. For this video in particular, as to not make it too lengthy, I'm going to be talking about two of my favorite insert songs, those being Wishing and I Trust You, as they're perfect examples of some of the most profound moments in ReZero, and they mirror each other thematically. Okay, that line is a little fickle because several, if not most of the major scenes in ReZero mirror each other in some sort of way, but I believe these two have a particular connection. ReZero always portrays this juxtaposition between hope and despair, and that's one of the things that I love about it so much, that it has its dark, depressing, and horrifying moments. But it's because of this contrast that we're able to feel so hopeful despite all of that. It's a show that portrays the darkness and suffering innate to life, but also the unmatched feelings of hope and inspiration. That, in my opinion, makes it a much more human experience to me. Of course, it's fun to enjoy a near fully dark or happy work, but the way ReZero communicates itself allows me to gain a much stronger connection to the story and characters as a whole. Continuing the humanism reference, as you could tell if you watch our videos, we love humanism. Humanity itself has such outright disgusting and monstrous faces within itself. But it's the contrast with love and empathy that allows me to love the existence of being human, and the innate power that being human has within itself. Nonetheless, I've yapped a bit too much about humanism, so let's actually talk about the insert songs, and their scenes and specifics. Wishing, sung by Inori Minase, Rem's voice actress, plays near the end of the episode, from Zero. The end of what's largely regarded as the prologue of the story. The notes pick up just as Subaru is bathed in his own self-loathing, before just having shouted, "What the hell do you know about me? Nothing." With this turning point, Rem passionately shouts, "You're wrong. All you see is yourself. What do you know about the Subaru that I see? The one I was just talking about." Later, flowing on to this fluttering feeling from the piano, with violins flowing into her speech about how much Subaru means to her. I am by no means an expert on music, but even a novice like me can point out something as powerful as that. By the way, if it feels like I'm glazing too much, I'm sorry. I just really love this scene and this song. The vocals themselves, both the lyrics and the way it's sung, echo this sentiment. That Subaru, through his innate caring, kindness, without even realizing it, meant so much to Rem. That even Subaru, who felt worthless and powerless due to his flaws, could spark back the light into someone's life who had lost it. Of course, Rem's problems weren't all fixed. I mean, ReZero's characters don't fall into those simple molds of basic character arcs. That was just the beginning. Starting to walk again after any amount of time standing still is a massively inspiring notion. Moving forward, the song oscillates between a calmer tone and a much grander one. The first fitting with Subaru's lower energy self-hatred as opposed to his shouting before, both Rem's retort and the beginning of the song. These shorter, sweeter sentences make the experience and the pacing of the episode that is quite literally just talking amazing. With the song picking up right before this portion with an amazing line from Rem. No matter what painful things will happen, even if it looks like you'll go down in flames, when no one else in the world believes in you, when you don't even believe in yourself, I will still believe in you. I don't want to go much further, as again, I don't want this video to get too long, but I just want you to understand that both the song and the scene are an inseparable pair when it comes to appreciating From Zero. I'd like to finish up with the most peak title drop in all of fiction. Just as the song begins to pick up again, whenever I listen to this song, I can't help but think of this moment. Let's start from here, from square one. No, from zero. Overall, legendary. Made even better with the inclusion of wishing. I swear, I have a brain tumor with the song because it may seem entirely unrelated, but whenever I start a game where you can name the world file like Minecraft or Terraria, particularly modded Minecraft, I will name it from zero and nothing else. I absolutely implore you to rewatch this scene for yourself, as I don't feel as though I'm qualified to communicate all the emotions that both the scene itself and the song carry. Now, before we move on, I'd like to take a little break to request that you subscribe to our channel. It'll help us out a lot, and we're going to do a lot more mixed anime video game content in the future. If you're a fan of ReZero or Persona, I recommend sticking around, because there will be a lot more where that came from. Now, back to the video. The song, I Trust You, sung by Rie Takahashi, Emilia's voice actress, plays during Subaru's speech in the episode The Newest of Heroes and the Most Ancient of Heroes. This moment is such a massive payoff for the entirety of the series before it, rooted from all of Subaru's development from both Season 1 and 2. Upon rewatching some of the episodes in Season 1, it's amazing to see how far we've come. Season 1 came out in 2016, that was 9 years ago, and now we're in 2025 with Season 4 on the horizon. I honestly hope we don't have to wait too long between the seasons moving forward. The song itself begins to kick in right after Subaru expresses all of the doubts he has about himself, and showing the person he really is to the audience, the same way he had laid his feelings bare to Rem in episode 18. Just as Wishing expressed a turning point between hope and despair, this scene also managed to encapsulate those feelings. To be clear, Subaru isn't emulating anyone here. He's showing everything that he's learned over the course of the show so far, in his own special way. The one thing that's so quintessential to his character is that just despite everything, he just does not give up. I'm not going to talk about the contents of the song in particular because I can't really find a good translation of it, but it encapsulates this trust, yeah, I know, no shit, between Subaru and Emilia. Both Wishing and I Trust You follow these similar patterns of instrument build-up and types, i.e. violins and pianos. But these changing contexts make the expression of Subaru's growth even stronger, that being the difference between the scene in From Zero and this episode. Again, if it sounds like I'm yapping, I'm sorry. It's not particularly easy to articulate my appreciation for these songs. I'm going to have to admit something. Yeah, I genuinely listened to all the ReZero songs. Straight Bet, Boy's Dream, Theater D, Wishing, Door, What You Don't Know, and I Trust You. And even though I didn't go over all of them in this video, the way that the series implemented each of these songs into such key scenes allow me to relive these moments while listening to them, and thinking about their individual themes and how they've impacted me. Some more than others, especially Wishing, because although not my number one, From Zero is one of the greatest episodes of anime ever made, in part to the raw emotion and feelings I get from it. Just hearing the first note of Wishing sparks those sentiments within me, but I'm not sure if other people share this feeling, as I'm a very big fan of ReZero. Thank you for watching. I may not be the best at analyzing things or putting them into words, but I feel as though I have something important to bring to the table. If you like how I talk, how I write, or just how I analyze, I recommend subscribing to the channel. Given that ReZero Season 3 just ended, we're definitely in for a drought of content, at least until we're given the release date for Season 4. If you enjoy ReZero content, I recommend checking out our other videos, and subscribing for more, just to make the wait a little bit more bearable. If you have any recommendations for unique videos in the future, please comment them below. Also, this channel is a team of two, me and my co-narrator Brett, He makes some amazing videos as well, so you should check him out.